Okay, part 2 of our garden tour. This is the air conditioner. Oh, I don't know what's going over there. And here they put the dish thing back here, which Chris didn't like, but I'm like, well, you know, that's what we have to have now. And it's in the back of the house, so that's okay. Here's the going crazy raspberries, which the boys and I love, but Chris and I don't love them, so I get to eat all the raspberries. However, as you can maybe see, the little bunnies or something are eating them all. And then over here is Chris's blackberries, which are crazy and are taking over the entire house. And they're making a million blackberries. They haven't turned red yet, but Rosie and I don't like these, so it's okay. Chris wanted to know if he wanted to put, what a great idea, more blackberry bushes over here, but I vetoed that because I don't like blackberries. Not very pretty either, so I put all these really pretty flowers in there. Much better. And there's the grill. I was like, why is this part of the chimney thing here over here? And because that's really weird looking. It doesn't look like it's for the garden. And Chris said it's because he's trying to block Loki from running into the garden, which I guess he does all the time. Here's Loki's frisbee, which he is currently waiting for me to pick up and throw. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll be back in a minute. Okay, this is the new umbrella, which I had to get because last year I left the old umbrella up, and we had some of those giant bursts of wind, and it flew off into the neighbor's yard and also went inside out. And I Googled, and it said, just get a new one, don't try and fix it. This is all of the little, I don't know what those are, little peppers or something. And there's a lot of basil, which is great because I love pesto. And then here is our milkweed farm back here. They can just come up anywhere they want. And these are all of Rosie's squashes. And really it's all squash. I don't think any watermelon or anything started, but that's okay. And over here are these tiger lilies, which try and take over the world. I don't really love them, but they're fine over there. And also violets, which I think are kind of cute here. Here's this yucca plant. Oh, 1 year, Chris planted yucca plants all over the yard. And I think they're ridiculous because we don't live in the desert or Arizona or anything. So I sabotaged most of them that were supposed to go along that back wall, but he can keep that one. It makes this giant stalk every year. And over there, back there behind that row of like grassy stuff, that's where the French drain is, or dry riverbed, but it needs to be redone. But that's where it's located, and I think the pipe and everything is still down there. And all these flowers, all these trees bloom in the spring, and it's very pretty, but they're all done now. And then this is Loki's bunker, which he digs in all the time. I don't know what he thinks is going to happen. I think he thinks there's field mice, because I think once 8 years ago he found a field mouse. And Rosie's little roses. This rose is super sad, so we'll just pass right over that. Other little flowers. And Chris's weeping flowering thing, which is very pretty, and it kept trying to fall over, but it didn't. I think these look like sunflowers, but apparently they aren't. And then back here is like a whole bunch of different bushes and trees and things that are supposed to flower. Those are like mums. And I think, look at those. Aren't those pretty? These are magnolia, and they're so pretty when they bloom. And I'm not really sure what these do. We have coneflowers all over if you ever want coneflowers. And back here is like crazy area. Oh, look, I see leftover wood Chris is supposed to still be getting rid of. I don't know what that's from. And here's our open air shed. Everybody wants one. And here's Loki again. Okay, here Loki. Whoosh. And over here is the giant tomato. Okay, it's not giant, but the tomatoes are giant. But there's no tomatoes on them. And that's the lilac tree, the miniature one, and it's awesome. But I found out that I remember these lilacs in Hyde Park that smelled amazing, and these lilacs are good size because you don't want them to get all giant, but they don't really have any scent. And there's some more ferns and whatnot. Okay, and here's our little places we like to sit. And I made this cover for Rosie's chair because a lot of times I look over and like there might be a squirrel sitting on here, and you don't want to go sit on the chair after a squirrel. So you can just pull that off before you go sit on it. Okay, love you, bye.